What's up, Brick City Earth Angel 1800, coming back with you guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and you're more than welcome to share my videos. Okay, so this download is just going to be a download right off the dome. Okay, so this consists of where these, it's like a group of men where I can't say they are in the gang or anything. You see what I'm saying? They like to make fast money, okay? Let's put it that way. So they street men, and they have been to the penitentiary several times. You know, some been there several, some been there the first time and everything. So for a long story short, that I seen where these guys, they hung around with each other and everything. They got their life together and stuff, okay? They got jobs and everything. Some got business. They got married. And they just not doing the street thing anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, fast life and everything. Like as in having multiple sex with different partners. They not doing that. They are not selling drugs and everything, okay? But this one particular guy that hang around them, he's basically is peer pressuring them to get back into the streets, okay? So if you think that you are one of these guys that's getting peer pressure by this guy, you need to look at your life and look at his, okay? Because sometimes people don't have the potential and the motivation in order to strive for success, okay? They don't have the ambition to strive for success, okay? So when you meet people like that, it's like they don't want you to outdo them, okay? So therefore, so many words that the young man, he's still trying to put the drugs in these men's hands, in these, you know, in his friends' hands, okay? They have did penitentiary time. They've been in and out of jail and everything. Look like to me they just friends. It could have been like 10 years of friendship. All of these guys could be 20 or could be 30 years, okay? I cannot really put down of how many years that these people, this group have known each other, but it looked like to me that they've been knowing each other enough to trust each other, as in selling drugs and everything. And so many words that the one that's peer pressuring them to pick back up the drugs and everything, he don't have no potential, okay? He don't have even, it looked like to me that he don't even know how to, it looked like to me that he don't have no education, okay? And so when people like that don't have the education or have the, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't have the ambition to put in themselves, okay? So many words till they don't want they group members, they partners to outshine them, okay? So many words that you got all this going on. The things that you used to do, you don't do it no more. But the person that's selling the drugs, he's still doing the drugs, okay? Not doing, but dealing with the drugs and everything, okay? It's like that he cannot do anything else because he's just one-track minded, okay? So many words that one-track minded people, they just going to do the same shit every day. No goals set or none. They might got goals, but it's the goals to belittle another person. You see what I'm saying? Stop you from accomplish your goals. This is what this guy is doing. But these friends of his, they think that he's cool and everything, but he's not. You see what I'm saying? He's a narcissist, and he get mad and angry when these guys don't want to hold his drugs or deliver his drugs to other people, okay? Because it looked like to me the guy, he stick and move. You see what I'm saying? He don't be around these guys. He comes in and out of these guys' life, okay, in order to manipulate them, in order to sell his drugs, okay? Because without his crew, he cannot sell drugs. That's why I tell you guys, People will pull off your energy. And that's somewhat like this guy is pulling off these other men energy, as in he want them to what? Sell drugs for him. He don't want them to make money for themselves. He want them to put their life on the line and leave their kids and mom and everything behind and go back to the penitentiary, because he want them to work for him. You see what I'm saying? He don't care about them working a 9 to 5. You see what I'm saying? Building up their money and putting their money into their own business, and also investing in yourself. That's why I tell you guys to always every day try to invest in yourself, because when you're working a 9 to 5, you are giving that company all of your energy. You giving it, you see what I'm saying? Because you need to think about outside the box. What can you give your own self energy to, where you ain't got to go in here to give these people your 9 to 5? You see what I'm saying? That's the stuff I be talking. I'm on. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying. I got a 9 to 5, but I'm still working on my way of getting out of that 9 to 5. You see what I'm saying? To put the energy off in me, because if I can wake up and do this for somebody else, I can do it for myself, okay? In so many words, this guy, he want these other guys to keep selling drugs for him, because he don't care if they go back to jail. He just looking out for himself, all by himself. He's just looking out for himself. Okay, because sometimes people do that, manipulating and all this stuff. They manipulate shit in order to what? Drain your energy. Why they can live off of your energy. You see what I'm saying? So this is what this guy doing. He peer pressuring his homeboys and shit. But they looking like, hey man, we ain't on that. I ain't on that. I ain't trying to sell no drug. I ain't trying to hold none. You see what I'm saying? Because the way it looked like to me, that the young man, what he does is he talk to them, they all get together, they go out, they drink and everything. Then he come up with some, hey man, this is what I want to do. Can y'all hold this and all this? But I'm going to tell you guys, if you listen to me, if you holding the drugs, it's just like you still what's selling. But he trying to manipulate you. Oh man, you ain't selling it. All you doing is just holding it. Then when they need it, you just got it. You just tell them to come pick it up. They manipulate it, make it sound like it ain't nothing. A narcissist, right? That's why they manipulate your ass, when they make it look like, say, oh, that ain't nothing. Man, that ain't nothing. Okay, if it ain't nothing, why you ain't doing it? You see what I'm saying? Y'all need to think about how people try to manipulate you guys into doing something that you already made up your mind you don't want to do. But that's your homeboy. That's your home girl. You see what I'm saying? But you always got to think about me, myself, and I, okay? You always got to think about yourself, because people manipulate you in order to what? To get their riches and everything, okay? Because you look up, you holding some drugs for a motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? You telling him, I ain't trying to do this and that, but this man still telling me, oh man, you can just hold it. Then when they call, you can just what? You still selling it when you holding it, and then you gotta meet people and drop it off to people. He didn't manipulate y'all asses into what? Doing something that you don't even want to do. That's why I tell you guys, you should know yourself. Okay? Yourself, you should love yourself. When you start loving yourself, it's hard for people to manipulate your ass and peer pressure you to do anything when you say you ain't gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? Y'all have to stand up and tell this guy, this woman, that you ain't doing this shit no more. That you love yourself, you love your kids, you love your mama, you want your freedom, okay? Because sometimes people want to get rich. It's 2025. It's not how it used to be in the 90s and the early 20s. Money is not circulating like that no more. Sometimes when people holler about, oh, you remember what I used to do. People live in the past, okay? The past what built you what you is today. But some people live in the past because the past, that's when they had their riches, okay? That's when they was doing all this manipulating and all this bullshit, okay? But now they don't have nothing. People nowadays, I see street people and people I run into, they always talking about the past, what they used to, oh, I did this, oh, I had this. What do you got now? Okay? That tell you what type of hustler you is. That's what type of person you is. If you can't get it right now, that means that you wasn't shit back then. Okay? Because, hey, you wasn't no hustler. It was gave to some people. Some people got a name on the street because somebody gave them something. Okay? They didn't work for that shit. They was do boys. These men around here, they are fucking do boys around here. They ain't no real men. And the easy pressure when a man say, I'll do this and that, they do it. But then when they mama, they daddy tell them do it, they gonna buck the system. But they listen to another hard ankle ass man telling them what to do. You see what I'm saying? You are not a leader. A leader what? Would lead a person. If you can't lead yourself, you are a follower. Whatever a person do, you gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? Y'all need to straighten up and what? Straighten your life out. You don't want to go to the penitentiary no more. You don't want to go to jail no more. Them hard nights on them cots. Yeah, oh man, no. You don't want to do that. Thinking about your mama, the birthday parents, the people dying in your family, your kids get sick. Your first, have babies, all that shit you ain't know. You better think about it because one wrong move, hey, you back in the penitentiary, but not paying no attention though. You see what I'm saying? It's a wake-up call now. This here is a wake-up call for the people that's in the streets and shit. Okay? Because this guy here, he don't care. He just thinking about money. He got the drugs. He gotta get it off somewhere. If he can't manipulate his homeboys into selling drugs no more, hey, he's sitting on it. He ain't gonna get out there and do it because what? He a manipulator. Sometimes people manipulate you to make it look good. They manipulate it, throw all they have it looking like it's brand new. But the whole time, they wouldn't do it. That's what I always tell people, manipulate this and that. Okay, why come you ain't doing it? You ask a person that, they'll look like they'll come up with something else. Because that's what manipulators do and narcissists. They just think about themselves and not about the people that's in front of them. That's why I don't hang around nobody. I don't have no friends. You see what I'm saying? I have associates hiding by. You see what I'm saying? I don't have no friends because I can read energy. I'm an energy reader. I'm not comfortable being around some weird ass people that's not real. They ain't real. They fake. They say one thing out of their mouth, but always read their actions. Okay, that's why I tell you guys. That's how you read energies. You see what I'm saying? But this guy here, he's selling the hell out of them drugs, and he peer pressuring these people. They saying they don't want to do it. Oh, well, just hold it. And not, hey, you ain't got to do this and that. They can call. You can go there and then you look up. When they call, where you got to meet them at? You ain't going to have them people coming to your house. Your girlfriend house, shit, what you going to have? You got to meet them at the store. Then you meet them at the store. The police pull up, then what? You said you wasn't in it. But that right there, that's how easy you can get fucked up. Because the guy peer pressuring you and you want to be, oh, he my homeboy. That ain't your homeboy. That boy don't even care nothing about you. Because if he did, he wouldn't put them drugs in your hand. Y'all done did time and shit. He the only one on that. Ain't nobody else on that. Everybody else getting their own thing, got going on, business and everything. See what I'm saying? Because what? Sometimes people ain't educated. Slow. Can't fill out an application, shit like that. You see what I'm saying? But they can sell them drugs. They know how to manipulate to get another person do they dirt for them in order to what? Shine off another person's energy. That's what people do. They manipulate your ass because what? If I can get 4 or 5 of them doing this, hell, I can get my shit off. And I ain't gonna give them nothing. All I gotta do is sit, talk to them, and do this and that. And then at the same time, the nigga doing witchcraft and all kind of shit. Y'all better wake up and look and focus on what's in front of you, your friends and stuff. Because your friend is not your friend. Your friend is your enemy. Your frenemy, okay? Because that's why you don't want to do what they get mad. They'll drag your name and everything because you don't want to do what they say do. But if you say, hey, man, I ain't doing it, won't you get a job? Fill out the application, get you a job. That's what we on. Oh, no, man, I ain't doing that. Hey, you think I'm going to do that? Why not? Why not? Don't nobody want to go to jail and work for what? What they did, what, 10 cents, what, 35 cents or something an hour? When you could be making more than that. Y'all better wake up, because this man here, he don't care a fuck about himself. He don't give a fuck about himself, because if he did, he wouldn't be selling drugs like this. You see what I'm saying? The man been in and out of drugs several times. He don't care. He ain't educated. You see what I'm saying? But the educated ones, y'all know how to read and comprehend. Y'all need to read between the lines. This man is your frenemy, this your frenemy. He is not your friend, your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Come on, do you know how they do? The men holler, hey, that's my home, and that's my homie, you know. That's my dog. Nuh-uh. These dogs and homegirls and homeboys I see, they put a knife in your back because you got the potential. You got the drive. You got the sauce. You got the juice. You see, they ain't got it. So what they gonna do? Hell, if I ain't got it, hell, I'm gonna put that shit. I'm gonna put that shit out. That's what haters do. Because you got the juice, the sauce, the gravy, however you want to put it. You see, the sauce, you got it. He don't. So what he gonna do? He gonna fuck up your sauce. You know how you in there, you cooking, you know, what they call it, onions and liver and your gravy, you hear me? You in there, you doing that shit, somebody come right in there and what? Put a handful of salt and throw it in your shit. What the fuck you do that for? You hear me? You done fucked up my whole shit, because that's what people do in your life. You see what I'm saying? I like to make examples, but that's what people do. They throw shit just like they throw salt in your gravy when you're making livers and onions. They gonna fuck up your whole recipe, because that's what they doing. They fucking up your whole recipe. You is the recipe. You is the gravy, the sauce, whatever you want to call it. Some people ain't got the sauce. So what they gonna do? Fuck it up. I just want you guys to stay focused on your walk with Jesus Christ, okay? Because that's what my channel is based on. I'm here to give downloads. Somebody need to hear this. You could be in, Vegas, somewhere, you know, Chicago. I'm in Tennessee. You see what I'm saying? It could be meant for you. It could be meant for a girl or a boy, okay? It go vice versa, okay? People will pull off your energy. But this guy here, he don't even have the education. He cannot really look like to me that he can't even fill out an application even to get in there to do the job or do this and that, okay? But he can, sell drugs. They can do that, right? They can manipulate other people's energy. All they said, this what a narcissist manipulator say. That ain't nothing, you can do it. That ain't shit, man. That's what they do. Oh, man, you can do that. That ain't shit. But why they ain't doing it? Do you see them doing it? Telling people meeting him, he driving with dope in the car, you know, taking a chance, dropping it all. He ain't doing it. Because what? He done dropped it all to you. That's what his thing is for what? For y'all to go out and then what? Put the heat on y'all. That's the whole thing. That's how they manipulate your ass. You see? He ain't gonna get no job. Because sometimes people need a slow check. And people say, I was slow. I ain't slow. I done prove a lot of people wrong. I'm more intelligent than they is. You hear me? Intelligent they is. So I just want you guys to stay focused on the people that you're hanging around, because that woman don't care about y'all. She just like to get y'all around and look, talk, give you drinks, feed you, do all of that at the same time. The man or the woman, you know how I always say, go vice versa. They manipulating you as they sitting at the round table, you eating steak, you drinking and shit. He's trying to manipulate y'all mind to what? Sell his drugs, but he can what? Get rich and don't give y'all shit. Y'all locked up. His mama and them didn't give y'all nothing. You hear me? Because he locked up. So who gonna take care of who? You see what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all better quit riding another motherfucker dick. You see what I'm saying? And learn how to keep your dick to yourself. You see what I'm saying? For an example, learn how to control your life. Quit letting the motherfucker fuck you. You see what I'm saying? It go both ways. Don't let nobody do that shit. run all over you, tell you what to do. Hey, man, this and that, juice it up, make it sound good when you already had your mind up. When you tell a person what you ain't gonna do, you ain't with that shit about that shit no more, and they still talking about it, that person don't not care a fuck about you. That's why I'm telling you guys, wake up. It's time to wake up and step into your power and let these people know that you ain't about this shit. Stand up. You hear me? Y'all need to start standing up. Because men around here, y'all softer than a motherfucker. Bitches around here, they soft. They let people just run over. You got to be hard for God. God can't use y'all. Y'all going to let people run over y'all like that. Can't nobody run over me. Not even a truck. A truck come right through here right now. It ain't going to hit me. Because I got the power to what? To knock that motherfucker back. You hear me? Because once you walk into your power with Christ, hey, you got the power to knock everything bad away from you. You hear me? Think about it. Walk into your power and you'll see what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? I'm just letting you guys know about how people can change your mind and everything. But once you set your mind on what you want, I always remember when you say you ain't gonna do nothing and somebody try to say, hey, man, that ain't that bad. Hey, that man ain't your friend. That woman ain't your friend. You hear me? They your hater because they don't want you to grow them. They don't want you to leave them up you up here, they down there. They still got to do that shit because they ain't got no education. They ain't got no ambition. Sometimes people got the education, but they ain't got the motivation. You see what I'm saying? That's where you come in and what? You got the motivation, you got the gravy, you got the sauce. Hey, you can do it. Because they what? They cowards, they weak. All they gonna do is what? They are designed to fuck up everybody else's happiness. They don't lead with love and light. They lead with hatred. You hear me? Jealousy, they hate every goddamn thing what people do. Y'all better wake up and focus on who you got around you guys. You hear me? Focus, look, I ain't got nobody around me, look. I'm outside, like I always be. I don't fool with people. I rather deal with the nature, with the birds and the frogs and the snakes and shit before I get around people that don't like me and hating on me and smiling in my face at the whole time. Y'all homeboys against y'all. He got his knife in your back. Oh, they doing good. But the whole time y'all doing good and he hating because y'all doing good and he ain't got the motivation to do it. It take pride to get out of the streets when you know dope money, right? You can make that money in 2 or 3 minutes, in 2 or 3 hours when you gotta go in work and you gotta put in work, mate, for a whole goddamn 2 weeks just to get that money. But you appreciate that money. You see what I'm saying? But always remember, when you work for your money, can't no storm come and take it because what you worked hard for it. You paid taxes on it. Police can't come take your shit. Why? Because you paid taxes on it. Drug money, they come take your shit. Hey, they auction it off. You see your enemy in your car because what? He done bought your goddamn car that you done worked hard for. See what I'm saying? But always remember, when you're on Jesus Christ's side, you build your foundation with him. Can't no storm come and take it, blow it down. They can't even demolish it. You see what I'm saying? Nothing can be Jesus Christ and his power. That's the power I hold, and that's the power y'all hold. Y'all need to just walk into it. That's it. I done walked into mine. That's why I talk the way I talk. Hell yeah, I can talk it and I can back it up. Everything I'm talking about, I can talk about it, but I can back it up the same way how it was in the streets. You see what I'm saying? But I tell you guys, you looking at me, that person, that young lady, that man, that's y'all so-called homeboy, homegirl that's getting y'all together, telling y'all what y'all need to do, and y'all telling these people that y'all ain't on that. Y'all get away from them because you're going to be in the penitentiary in jail, or you might be dead. Because, hey, they don't care about you. They'll sit there over my homeboy. Yeah, he got on to jail. It's better than them. It's better than you to them. That's how they see it. So, wake up. And choose your friends wisely, because your friend is not your friend. Your friend is your frenemy. That's why I tell you guys, wake up. 2025, I just love you guys. But this download consists of where this young man, he got several homeboys. They make fast money. They used to make fast money together. But the homeboys, you know, they got their life together. They got business. They working. They doing all this thing, all of these things with their family members and stuff. But this one particular guy, he just wanted them to sell drugs and everything because he ain't got the potential to make money legit, okay? But sometimes people pressure you and try to make you feel like you ain't shit, okay? But you gotta stand up and what? Love yourself. Once you love yourself, you'll find Jesus. And then you'll, you know, quit letting these people fuck you. Men, women, wake up and smell the coffee because these people ain't your friend. And this man here, he manipulate. He make it sound good. He'll drink, eat. Oh, yeah, man, I buy. Yeah, man, we gonna do this, that. At the same time, he do witchcraft. That's what they do. Behind in the dark, okay? You say they making money and shit. You look up, what job they got? They ain't did nothing. They done sold they soul, okay? I just want you guys to stay focused on who's around you guys and people when you say that you don't want to do it, and just focus on the person that's saying, oh, it ain't nothing to it. It's easy, man. People like that, that's your enemy. Y'all better wake up. It ain't like, oh man, y'all better wake up. Y'all smart, right? Y'all smart. Y'all know 1 + 1 is what? 2 times what? Is what? 0 and 0 what? Okay, then y'all know that shit. Don't let nobody just run over you like that, okay? And fuck that shit. People don't love you when they keep pressuring you like that. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, yeah, it ain't nothing, man. At the whole time, they just want you to work for them because they want to get rich off of your what? Off of your energy. That's how easy. That's how people can steal your energy like that. They can also steal it like that. I just love you guys. And you already know if the shoe don't fit, don't wear it, so family.